Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, episode 17th November 2021. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Virtual Palace Marketing, rehumanizing your marketing experience. My name is Sean.
And I'm Jay.
This week's episode is brought to you by Virtual Peddlers Marketing, well, us. Get unlimited requests for social media, banners, bunting, and logo designs for as low as $350 a month today. You heard it right, unlimited requests. Subscription comes with a dedicated accounts manager and designer. Terms and conditions apply. Drop us an email at admin, that is ADMIN, at virtualpeddlers.com for a free discovery session. Let's start with this week's news.
Ooh.
TikTok releases trends that make posts viral. TikTok just released a bunch of data based on the traits of their most viral videos. So here they are. Number one, 37% of viral videos focus on a person speaking. 51% of those is of people speaking towards the camera.
Lip syncs and stuff like that?
You can be lip syncing or you can be speaking as long as you are saying something and it is towards the camera. Those are the most viral videos. Second one is the primary emotions of viral videos are happiness with 58% and surprise with 24%. So if you want your content to be viral, make sure you speak to the camera and make sure it's happy.
Correct.
Next one, 83% of viral videos came from non-verified accounts. So if you are a TikToker who is still hunting for verified accounts, you don't have to because it doesn't matter because most of the accounts that are viral are non-verified anyway. Next, top 5 genres for engagement are humor, dance, pets, fashion, and outdoors. That is in declining order. So the most engaging is humor, then comes dance, pets, fashions, and outdoors. Next up, 56% of viral videos had music. 25 of them are pop music. 15.7% are hip-hop and 15.7% are rap, and the rest are scattered around all the other genres. Then, the most viral keywords are FYP, which is short for your page, I think, yeah. Trending and viral. TikTok's release of these data is to encourage us to steer our content towards similar styles. What do you think about all these? Do you think that if we do all these things, we will also get viral as well?
I mean, there's no harm done trying. We can always try, but maybe we can try something. You want to dance on the videos? I can't dance. I can't dance.
I don't know how to dance even if my life depends on it. I
I'm
can't do
very-
humor even if my life depends on it. So
I
yeah,
think pets would be.
well, we
good.
don't have pets, but if we want to get pets just for the sake of
We have our plants.
TikTok
That's our
virality,
pants.
we did one and it didn't do very well. So we are speaking and we are speaking towards the camera. That isn't helping us. We are happy. That's not helping us either. We are not verified. That's not helping us either. We are not funny. And the viral musics that we do, yeah, we can do pop.
We aren't that funny lah, but we try to be funny. So
Yeah, we
guys,
try to be
a
funny.
little bit of support would be nice. And come share our stuff. We
In
will
our-
be very glad.
In our lame little way, we try to be funny. But in any case, if you are looking to get into TikTok and you are struggling with the virality of your content, these pointers could help. Not that it helped us, but it may help you.
Yeah, do
That's
check it out.
Straight from TikTok.
Alright, next. Twitter may show NFT profile photos in a special shape. NFTs has been taking off in the past year, but as of today, we still can't proudly show our expensive digital artwork on social media. Twitter is about to change that by allowing NFT artwork owners to display their expensive purchases with a
Hexagonal shape instead of a round one.
Yes, thank you. I'm very bad at that. It's like a tongue twister for me. Hexagonal
Yeah.
shape instead of the usual round one, like exactly what Sean said. The company hopes that this will officially bring some actual use case of NFTs bought with thousands of dollars. Like all limited edition purchases, it is only worth the money if the buyer can show them off. if Twitter moves, if Twitter moves,
If Twitter's move is copied by other social media platforms, we can probably see mainstream adoption of NFTs.
Yep.
So, okay, this is the first move by a social media platform that actually kind of allow people who collect NFTs to actually parade their NFTs on social media.
Yep.
And they make it in such a way that if you own an NFT and you parade it on your Twitter account, they will change your profile from a round shaped profile to a hexagonal shaped profile, which kind of it's like buying a Rolex and showing it off at the same time kind of thing, because NFTs are not cheap.
Correct.
Some people are buying it for ridiculously expensive prices for no reason, because there is no way to prove that you own it and no way to wear it like a like a badge of honor. Now you can on Twitter, and Twitter is hoping that this will get more people to go into Twitter, especially people who are big on NFTs.
Yep.
And this could also be the beginning of other social media platforms doing the same thing as well.
But I like the fact that actually Twitter took this into regards, because even like right now, like for me, I like to check out of NFTs as well. I love digital art, and if you go around Twitter right now, you can actually see a lot of them posting their artwork as their profile, the artwork that they have purchased on their profile itself. So I guess it's a very smart move what Twitter did this time. Like they knew what was coming already, and they took this opportunity.
I agree, and I hope that other social media platforms want to do it as well, because if you spend thousands on NFTs, you want other people to know that you spend thousands on NFTs.
Yeah, you buy a Rolex. Don't tell me you're not gonna flaunt it. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
You don't buy it to keep it at home, right? You have
Correct.
to flaunt it. Next up, Facebook will remove thousands of ad targeting categories. Over the years, Facebook has been under immense pressure to remove ad targeting categories because they are thought to be discriminating against certain people. This round, they announced that thousands more will be removed from the list, making it that much harder for advertisers to accurately reach their audiences. This decision came at the heel of EU being the European Union, their GDPR restriction that doesn't allow Facebook to target users based on certain parameters without explicit content from each individual. So which means that you can still target these people, but these people need to know explicitly that they are being targeted based on these discriminatory keywords. So since it's so difficult to get the consent on targeting, Facebook thought it would better just remove everything altogether. The categories include options referencing causes, organizations, public figures that relate to health, race or ethnicity, political affiliation, religion, or sexual orientation. There still are ways to target the right audience by studying what they are like and what they like and aiming for those keywords and behaviors instead. For example, one of the ways we target audience is not by looking at keywords like we were doing one for fruit juice, right?
Yep.
So let's just say, for example, if we do direct targeting, we target fruit juices.
Correct.
But if we do indirect targeting, we look at the people who drink these fruit juices. What is it that they also like? Maybe they like yoga. Maybe they like to go to the gym. Maybe like to go for runs because they're health conscious people, right?
Yep.
Because this fruit juice is a bit more expensive and it's pure juice, and being that more expensive, people who are willing to spend on these products are generally more health conscious. So we look at these indirect targeting as well. So that would work, but it's not as accurate, and it's definitely harder to do if you are not trained to be able to profile an audience that way. Ad sets with these targeted options will continue to run until March 17, 2022, after which will be removed.
That's wow. I mean, like, all right, removing all of this, it's definitely going to be way much harder. But I guess it's. Would you think it's a good approach? What do you think, like, in your opinion?
Well, I don't think it's a good approach because as a marketer, we want more targeting options,
We want
right?
it to be specific, right?
Yes, we want to be able to quote discriminate for and against certain people so that we don't want them to be seeing our ads.
Yep.
The more accurate they are, the more bang for the buck our ads are, right? And more accurate and better responses we get. But now that we can't do that, as a consumer, I am glad that brands can't do that, but as a marketer, not glad that brands can't do that, but there are workarounds. So the bigger problem is, let's say we look at Apple's ATT, right? And that has been going around everywhere. And
Yep.
that is getting brands to actually sit down and think, hey, let's do branding again, like proper branding again. Get people to know our brand instead of just relying on data to run ads. So companies are becoming a bit more human again, thanks to Apple's ATT. I mean, I'm not glad that we are doing this at this point of time because Apple could have picked a better time to do this instead of
Yep.
during COVID, but it is happening.
I don't know. For me, I'm seeing this. It seems like instead of things going to be pushed into your face, slowly things are going to be pulled to you instead of you finding out what the company does and stuff like that. You know, what do you think?
I guess, yeah, we'll have to see.
Looking forward. Next, Reels adds text to speech. Then TikTok upgrades theirs. Just last week, Instagram announced that they are bringing text to speech to Reels, which is a feature that TikTok has had for a while. Just when they did it, TikTok one-upped the game by introducing two Disney character voices to their own text to speech feature. So you know those one that you text and like they read it out. That's
Yeah.
the one, right?
Actually, there are more than two. I mistakenly wrote two, but I think there are even more than three at this point. So we don't actually know how many there are, but there are quite a lot of Disney characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the ones we know are C-3PO, Chewbacca, who are from Star Wars, and Rocket from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, how is Chewbacca gonna speak with text speech? That's
I'm quite interested to test it out, but I've never had I've never been able to use any of these text to speech except for the guy. There's supposed to be a girl as well, but I
Alright.
could never do it. I don't know how to do it. So maybe it's in one of those controls somewhere that is not very easy to find. But apparently they can do that now on TikTok, and I hope that it comes into my phone so we can actually use it. But yeah, as of yesterday, I tried it. Still the boring guy.
I mean, like hopefully maybe later on let's just tweak around with the settings and see what happens.
Yeah. So the boring guy will go, Reels adds text to speech. Then TikTok upgrades theirs.
I'm still wondering how they're gonna do Chewbacca.
Maybe they'll just do that. And I don't think the reason why TikTok came up with this is because they want people to actually use it to convey the audio version of a text. They just want it because it's fun. And they predict that it's going to be a viral thing. People are going to keep doing it, and it's just going to go viral. It's going to go crazy. And if I can get access on the C-3PO one, I'll probably say get C-3PO to say Star Trek is better than Star Wars. So then
guys,
you get
don't unfollow us, please. We still
then
stick
you
to
get
this.
then you get where all these things are coming from, right?
Yeah.
Right. Next up, light version of creative apps available within Facebook Stories. This is quite interesting.
Okay.
Facebook just announced the ability to directly utilize some functions from popular creative apps to improve the Stories content without users downloading the apps. So you know how you have all these effects on your stories?
Yep.
So what they're doing now is they are bringing certain apps, functions from certain apps like Smule or B612 Vita or Viva Video Editor. These kinds of video editing or filtration, like filter type of apps.
Okay.
And they're bringing part of their functions into the effects. In a way, I guess it's part of the best way to explain it is that it's part of the effects, but it will be this app section. So without downloading the app itself, you have access to the core functions of the app.
So it means you still can use the functionality of the app by not downloading the app.
Yes, but you can use a few of it. Let's say, for example, Smule is it's a kind of like a lip syncing, or I don't think lip syncing. It's a karaoke app, right? Maybe you can get just the basic karaoke version with some auto tune to make you sound good, and that's it. And the reason why they do this is because they want to expand on the content creativity of stories to bring more vibrance and more different type of content into stories, because stories they understand that stories is actually dying off, and they're losing to reels. Internally they're losing to reels, and externally of course they're losing to TikTok.
Yep.
So they want to use this to actually do this, but after reading this halfway, and I realized that this wasn't Instagram's creative idea. Snap actually came up with this. They call it Snap Minis, and it's exactly the same thing. So here we have Reels adding text to speech, which is a function that is created by TikTok.
Yep.
And then Facebook Stories adding this light version of Creative Apps, which is another version of Snap Minis. What can you create on your own Facebook?
I mean, like they've been copy pasting everything.
Yeah.
Like, bro, enough lah, bro.
But I am happy that we will be able to do this. But since I don't use Facebook Stories, I hope that it comes to Instagram Stories.
Yep, amen. Let's hope for that.
Yeah.
All right. Social Media Weekly podcast is available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook.
If you like Social Media Weekly, it would really help if you can rate and review it on a podcast feeder of your choice and on YouTube, so more can discover it. Social Media Weekly is on the lookout for regular co-hosts to help us bring more depth to the show. If you're interested, simply drop me an email at Shawn, that is SHAWN, at virtualpeddlers.com. This is Social Media Weekly, episode 17 November 2021. My name is Shawn.
And I'm Jay, and I bid you an adieu.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.